Welcome to my journey through the Bible. This will be applications you can apply to your life and a little more in depth about the chapter. We are in Numbers 2, verses 1 through 34. And we see that the setup of the camp was to protect each members of the tribe. Now, in the military, they have a line of defense. And usually, if you work from the outside inward, you have a line of fighting men and women around the whole camp. And then you set up a second line of men and women around inner side of that in case they were to break through that first line of defense. And then in the center, you have your leaders and your officers. So each tribe would have had a leader or a chief that would have came and met with Moses and Aaron, who would have been in the center of all the camps, and they would have got the game plan. Then they would have went back to their tribes and they would have explained what they needed to do. This was a way to protect a large group as well as keep a large group organized and an effective way to protect one another. Now, there would have been one more on the outside of the whole entire camp itself, and that would have been God. Nothing and no one is going to get past God unless He allows it. And then, even if you get past God, if you break it through that first defense, the second defense, and you make it to the center, God can still come back into play and say, nope, this is where you're stopping. I'm protecting these people. And we need to set up a line of defense in our lives against Satan and his followers. Now, we have to get dressed up in the full armor of God. That is in Ephesians 6. Because at times, life hits hard. We face a family crisis, sickness, death, problems at work. We're fighting with our children and with friends. We have bills that come in that we can't pay, and things around the house seems to break, and we can get overwhelmed really fast. So we need to set up our line of defense daily. And we're going to do that because God is always with us. He's always on our side. He's always going to be our defense. He's going to be protecting us, and He's going to lead us and guide us if we are willing to listen to Him. So we need to set up our line of defense. The first line of defense is going to be to believe in Jesus Christ, who He was, what He done for me and you. The second line of defense is going to be to confess our sins to a mighty God. And then He will give us His mercy and His grace. Third, we are to ask for forgiveness. And God is going to remove our sins as far as the east is from the west. And then fourth, we are going to read our Bible. We are going to pray to God about anything and everything that happens in our life. Fifth, we are going to gather with like-minded people. And the reason for this is because there's power in number. The more people that we hang around with that are seeking God and trying to live the way that He has guided us through the Bible, the better off we're going to be and the stronger we're going to be. And then now, you are not only able to face your enemy, you will be able to overcome your enemy. Because through the strength of Christ, I can do all things. May God be with you in everything and in every way.